coffee break with me. Woo! Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. How are you today? Today I'm here with my monthly favorites, which you guys know, history proves this is my favorite video to film. Okay, I think I say that more than I should, but what can I say? I have a lot of favorites. That's okay, right? We all do. Like tacos, cheeseburgers, coffee, donuts. They're all favorites. Why'd I always get sidetracked? You guys like my new shirt? It's from Target. How cute is that? It was like $12 or something. I'll link it in the description box below, like I'll link everything in case you guys are interested. Let's just get into our monthly favorites. These are going to be my favorites for the month of March, and this video is also in partnership with Audible. So we're gonna talk about Audible for just a second. If you guys have been following me for the last 5 or 6 months, I have started to mention an item, a product, a service, a membership, something that I utilize as a single woman or to help me through a breakup. So all of these recommendations are kind of like building a kit to kind of overcome a new stage in life, or to get over a breakup, or to discover the new single fabulous you. And so I've already mentioned like a Bluetooth speaker. What else did I mention? I probably shouldn't be drawing a blank when I'm so emphatic about this portion of my video. Anyway, so I will link those monthly favorites in the description box below so that you guys can be like, all right, Dani, let's see what advice you got. So this video, like I said, is in partnership with Audible. And if you guys are unfamiliar, Audible has an unmatched selection of audio books. I actually got started in Audible because I was an Amazon Prime member, and you know how they kind of send you newsletters and you find out about different products and services. And at that time, I was trying to like really understand how I could be a better parent and create a great relationship and transition with my kids and my ex-husband. So I really wanted to get kind of like a step ahead on co-parenting. And so Audible really helped me discover and learn new things. And you know, there were a lot of books, and I actually recommended one of my favorite books in a previous video that I did mentioning Audible. And so it really kind of kept me company. It was something that I could play in the background. It was something that really helped me cope, understand, educate myself. So it kind of, I don't know, it served a lot of purposes. But now that I'm in a really pleasant stage in life, I'm like, well, I don't want to read those co-parenting books anymore. But I have a friend, if you guys are unfamiliar with my friend Sam, she always has really wonderful book recommendations. I don't think I've ever met anyone as well read as my best friend Sam. She will literally go through a book in a day. But because I'm not one of those readers, I prefer to have like the book read to me. Audible is awesome because I'm like washing the dishes, I'm vacuuming, and the book is playing for me. Okay, you guys, you're judging me, aren't you? The cool thing about Audible too is on the app you can like fast forward it, so you can make the reader read faster or you can make the reader read slower. There's a lot of really cool functions on the app. But you guys are probably wondering like, all right, Dani, since you're not reading those co-parenting books anymore, what are you reading now, cochina? Okay, so my friend Sam recommended this series called Succubus Blues, and they're pretty good if you guys like 50 Shades of Grey. That's all I'm gonna say. That's another cool thing about Audible is that they have a lot of genres. Well, basically every genre. They have those types of books. They have adventure, mystery, crime. Another great thing about Audible is that it's not one of those audio book services where your book expires and then you don't have access to it anymore. So once you get your book, it's yours to keep. And also, let's say you get a book, you're like, all right, Dani, I'm gonna get on this Succubus Blues series and see what it's all about. And then you're like, whoa, this is too much. You can exchange it for a different book and you'll be all right. So what if I said anything of interest to you? I'm gonna leave a link in the description box below, audible.com/Dani, and that's gonna get you guys a 30-day free trial with a free book. So if you guys were curious to try it out, it's gonna be kind of like no strings attached. Check it out. You know you're interested. You're curious, aren't you? Cochinas. So I'm gonna leave that link in the description box below. If you guys have any questions, you guys know how to reach me. So if you guys are like, well, Dani, like, let's talk about this Audible business, reach out to me and I'd be happy to answer your questions. But the next monthly favorite that I want to talk about is actually something I can't show you because it's literally like this big. Look at my muscles, you guys. Look how muscular I am. You're jealous, aren't you? So I can't hold it, it's too big, so I'm gonna insert a picture. So, I don't know if you guys are planners. I'm a major planner and I'm also a writer. Like, I need to make lists. I need to write things. You guys know if you follow me on Instagram, it's like, Dani, you even talk a lot on Instagram. I am a writer. I am a lister. I am someone that needs to visually see things. So, I found this quarterly calendar on Amazon and it has 4 months in a row up, like perfect view. It's kind of big, so I have it in my kitchen, but I mean, who lives in my house? Me and my 2 boys and the 4 dogs. So if you guys are very like, I don't know, really into decor and stuff, maybe it's an eyesore and you want to put it in like a study or an office. I have it in my kitchen because I spent so much time in there and I get to see 4 months at a time. So if I'm going to be out of town, if my son has a doctor's appointment, if my parents are coming to visit, if Sam's coming to visit, if I'm having a luncheon or whatever, everything is like boom, right in front of me. A fourth of the year. A whole fourth part of the year, 25% of the year. Okay, Dani, we get it, you know math. It's all there and you can plan it out. Or if I'm talking to like my ex, like, oh, hey, you're gonna go out of town or I'm gonna go out of town or, you know, there's a birthday party or there's this. We both like get on the phone and we're like, okay, how about this day? Or how about this? It's so convenient, you guys. I swear, I wish I knew the brand so I could be like, hey, you guys, you wanna sponsor my video? It's such a great idea. So, it's not the best looking, it's a whiteboard. But if you can get past that, I mean, it makes your life so much easier. And you know what I also do? And this might kind of just send me over the crazy edge. The other thing that I do is after the 4 months are completed, I actually take a picture of the calendar and I favorite it on my iPhone. And so if I'm ever like, when was I in LA? When did I go to San Francisco? When was this? I literally go to my favorites folder on my cell phone, I zoom in, and I know exactly what I did that 25th percent of the year. I just keep saying that because it makes me sound really smart. So, I mean, I don't know. I feel like that's something that, regardless of if you're going through a breakup or a divorce or you're newly single or whatever, I feel like that's just a great idea in general, especially like, I don't know, if you're a student, if you're in grad school, if you're pregnant. I think if you were pregnant, it'd be really like such a good idea because you put like week 23, week 2nd trimester, 3rd trimester. Holy hell, I really want to have this baby now. You know what I mean? Moms would understand. Anyway, let's get into beauty products now because I'm getting way too excited about pervy audiobooks and calendars. So I have a lot of beauty favorites that I want to share with you guys, and I'm not going to delve? I'm not going to get too deep into them because you guys know I could talk about a hot dog for like 3 hours. The first one that I want to share with you guys is actually some body splashes that are from the brand Clean. If you guys have been following me for the last 4 years that I've had my channel, you know that Clean Skin, the perfume, is my holy grail perfume. I will use that every day for the rest of my life and never try anything else ever again. That's how much I like it. It's amazing. Every time I wear it, someone will ask me what it is, and it's so mortifying for me to say Clean Skin because they think I'm being a jerk, you know? And then I have to explain the whole thing. Sometimes I'll even pull up my Sephora app and be like, it's this. I promise I'm not lying or being a douche, you know? But Clean just launched a collection of body splashes. They released one last year with Ulta, like with Ulta stores, but it was limited edition. Well, people loved it so much that they have a whole new line of them now. But obviously, even though there's 6 or 7 scents, my favorite is Clean Skin and Vanilla. So they're all like Clean Rain and whatever, Clean Cotton and whatever. So it has like that extra scent. And these are mists, so they're fantastic for spring and summer when you want to just smell fresh. So this one's my favorite, and these are available at Kohl's stores, which is how I found out about them because you know how I feel about Kohl's. Then, this one is kind of, I'm kind of torn. I love how it smells. I told you guys in the haul that I did with my bestie that it smells so good that someone will come up and lick you. I mean, it still hasn't happened and I'm almost running out, so I'm getting a little nervous. But it actually has, wait for it, sparkle. This lotion has sparkle. And so I was kind of torn because you know, we've been having great weather in Dallas, so I've been wearing shorts. My chicken legs have been out for some fun. And I got out of the car and I had to roll out my trash cans. And then all of a sudden, I was like, whoa, Dani, what's up with those like goddess legs? It's like, they're shimmery, but not like yucky. Like it's pretty and like glowy and like kind of beachy. So I was like, huh, maybe I need to give you more credit. I mean, obviously, it hasn't done anything for tightening, which is one of the claims of this product, which is why it's like a $50 lotion. But I mean, there hasn't been any tightening. in like the marshmallow situation, but it makes you glow like a unicorn. You can't have everything, ladies. Like, you can't have everything in life. You want to glow like a unicorn, or do you want hard marshmallows? Come on. Marshmallows is butt, for the record. For the record. Moving on, two brushes that I have found myself using these two brushes so often lately. Well, not even lately, just in the last year. And I was like, Dani, have you even mentioned favorite brushes in your favorites besides like the Dream Brush or Airbrush from Wayne Goss, which is limited edition, and there was no sense in mentioning it. These are two brushes that I have been using a lot, and I get a lot of questions about what brushes I'm using. So two of them, Bdellium Tools 772. This is a miniature size of the one that I use up here, which is the 778, Holy Grail status. This one though is perfect for the inner corner. I stopped doing that inner corner glow for some reason, and then I just recently started doing it again, and this is like the perfect size. It's also really good for like the lower lash line. This one here though, this is a magical brush. This is the Luxe Smoky Shader 234 from Zoeva. I think that's how you pronounce it. I know everyone says Zoeva, but I think it's Zoeva. Maybe not, whatever. I'm just trying to be cool. You just look at it and you're like, okay, whatever, it's a shader brush, but it's kind of magical. It's almost like it has like 1,000 little tiny hands. It grabs onto the eyeshadow, and you literally just like lays it on top of your eyelid, and it just boom, full pigment of shadow. It doesn't absorb any product, but it deposits it super well. Have you guys ever tried a shader brush where you have to like pack it on, go back in, pack it on, go back in, pack it on, go back in? And it's almost like it gets lost in like the magical universe of swallowing eyeshadow. This one doesn't. It holds onto it, and it puts it right where it needs to go, and then it's awesome. I mean, it's fantastic. I don't know why I'm so impressed with that little brush, but I mean, since e.l.f. changed their shader brush, this one kind of took its place, just saying. Also, speaking of eyeshadow, I have two favorites, or two brands, not specific colors, but two brands that have kind of pretty cool eyeshadows. If you guys are looking at my eyeshadow today, I'm actually wearing the quads from LA Girl. So LA Girl recently launched these quads called the Eye Lux. They're like mesmerizing eyeshadows. So they're like ultra rich matte and satins and metallics and blah, blah, blah. I don't know how many there are. I think there's like 12 different ones. They look like that. Now, let me be very specific. So all eyeshadow formulas right now, they're kind of taking a turn for like the Lorac Pro. Really, really, really pigmented, but really, really soft. So you're used to right now with the way that eyeshadow trend is going, you're used to putting your brush in and getting a ton of product and a ton of pigment all in one swoop. The texture is a little firmer. They're not hard or scratchy where you're like have to scratch the top layer, which I don't believe in. They're just firmer. So if you're an animal like me, like Godzilla mode with my eyeshadow, it's really good because I don't make a mess with them. Not to mention that with LA Girl products, you're gonna spend like at the most $4 or $5 on something, and it's gonna be awesome. Okay, maybe like $8 or less, because I think the metallic liquid lipsticks are like $8. But they're really cool. Today I'm actually wearing, God, Dani, what is up with your mood? Today I'm wearing Sensualize. Look at that, it's like a mauvey collection. And then I had to pull a couple of colors because, you know, like what's the fun in having every color in an eyeshadow palette, right? Is that even convenient for anyone? So I'm wearing these three, a couple, you know, like one from here, Urbanize, Sensualize, and Harmonize. Do you guys get it? Like sensual eyes, but like everything is eyes at the end, which is why the collection is called Mesmerizing. LA Girl, I see what you're doing. The other brand of eyeshadow, and this is kind of probably a shock to you guys, or maybe a surprise, or you're like, lady, you are so late for the party. But ColourPop powder eyeshadows. I never got the original powder eyeshadows. You know how they come in those little single pans? For some reason, I didn't get them. I never tried them out. But recently, I got the PR, or like the samples of their spring collection, Nectar, Sand, and Pink, I think it's called, or Blush. That's their spring collection, 3 monochromatic collections. And so it was my first chance to try these powder eyeshadows. And all I'm gonna say is, if you guys haven't tried ColourPop powder eyeshadows, they're amazing, super affordable, and I kinda like them a little bit more than the little potted guys. Just throwing that out there, you guys. They're really, really great. And not to mention, ColourPop is cruelty-free, made in the USA. They're kind of cool and trendy. So, I mean, if you want to be cool, you want to use ColourPop, that's totally irrelevant. Moving on. If you guys are wondering what's on my face, I am actually wearing the new highlighter from Benefit called Dandelion Twinkle. If you guys aren't a fan of highlighter, but you are a fan of highlighter, so you're like, Dani, I want to glow, but I don't want to be like unicorn glow. I just want to glow naturally, healthy, beautiful, and kind of delicious. This is Dandelion Twinkle from Benefit. Dani, get your life together. And when I saw it, I was like, that is glitter. There is glitter in there, but it doesn't actually transfer to the skin. It just gives you a really beautiful candle lit glow. It reminds me of Candle Light from Kevyn Aucoin, but this is more of a pink. That one's more of like a pearly champagne. Super beautiful product. I'm actually wearing it on my nose, and gotta say, I'm a little disappointed because you guys know how I like my nose to glow. Let's see, let's fix this. I'm not looking quite unicorny today. Unicorny, that sounds like, do you know what I'm saying? Does that look better? Is that too much? If it's too much, it's just right. So, Benefit Dandelion Twinkle, amazing. On my cheeks, I'm wearing a blush that's been a monthly favorite before, but it's been a monthly favorite for good reason. This is Pretty Naked from 100% Pure, which is a very, very healthy brand. All natural, vegan, cruelty-free, blah, 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 like super, super awesome. I'll link that video in the description box below. I kind of reviewed a ton of their products. This one is probably my #1 favorite. I actually have a pressed powder that I talked about. I'm actually going to talk about it next week in a video, so stay tuned for that. But definitely beautiful color. It's like a mauvey rose. It's super smooth, easy to blend. This would look great on a lot of skin tones because it's a buildable color. So you look at it and you're like, okay, well, it's pink, it's all right. But I mean, if you layer it on, it gets darker and darker and darker. So it's a really great color. 2 more products and we are almost done. If you guys are wondering what's on my lips, I'm wearing just a lip liner. And this is a Holy Grail product. I've been a fan of this color or this product or this lip liner since before my YouTube channel. In fact, this is one of the few lip colors that I would wear when I was teaching. I would go through probably 1 liner every 2 months. And I use it just like a 1 lip color, like 1 product on my lips. It's all I have on my lips and that's it. They're not drying. They stay on for a very long time. They don't give you like that cakey rim or like the Gorilla Paste on the side. And the best part is, it's a drugstore product. It's a very affordable lip liner. You can find it at Ulta, all drugstores. So Rimmel, Eastend, Snob, if you guys are looking for the perfect pink, it's a beautiful pink shade. And I wanted to include it because I've been wearing it a lot on my social outings on the weekends. And it fades gracefully, stays on for a long time, and it's a perfect shade for spring because you guys know pretty pink pastels, cute, girly. You know where I'm going with this. And the last product that I wanted to share with you guys is a pressed powder from BECCA. Do not mind my super elegant, classy way of storing it with a sponge that doesn't even fit inside. This is the BECCA Multitasking Perfecting Powder. Now, this powder is awesome because A, it's finely milled. B, it doesn't sink into the fine lines. C, it doesn't like emphasize your pores. It's great as a finishing powder, but it's also good if you don't want to do your makeup, but you still kind of want to mattify your skin and sort of even out your skin tone a little bit. I do that with concealer, but a lot of times, like let's say someone with oily skin, they kind of want to just fake the funk a little bit and just camouflage little areas of the face. This would be great for that. But my #1 use for this product is as a compact that I carry in my purse. Have you guys ever done your makeup? You're like full on glam, looking amazing. You're either on a date or out to dinner or at a birthday party, and then you go retouch. And whatever powder you're using or brush, you don't want to carry a brush around in your purse. It's kind of a hassle, right? So whatever you're using, you put it on and then you get sort of that like those demarcation lines, like where you rubbed off your makeup. So you get like, you rubbed it off around like the areas of your nose, or you rubbed it around your mouth or your chin. And so you put your powder on top and then it almost looks like it's divided. you can tell where you retouched if you see someone from up close, right? This one doesn't do this. This blends in nicely with whatever's on your face. And I've tried it, or I'm saying that because I've tried it with all the foundations that I have here in combination with most of the primers that I have back there. So it looks a little bit lighter in here, doesn't it? There's a declutter video coming soon, so stay tuned for that. So it's definitely a really great addition to your makeup collection. I'm in the shade Light, in case you're wondering. I think the only downside to this product, A, it doesn't come with a sponge. This is a MAC sponge, by the way. It doesn't come with a sponge or a brush or anything. And then B, I'm pretty sure the color selection is very, very, very limited. Anyway, that is it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Like always, I will link all of the products that I mentioned in the description box below, along with what I'm wearing, what's on my face, all of those details. If you guys are interested in trying out Audible, I will leave a link in the description box below. It's gonna be audible.com/Dani. I really hope you guys will check it out. You're thinking about that book series, aren't you? Anyway, you guys know what to do. If you found this video useful, entertaining, or learned something, please give me a thumbs up or subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, this coffee break is over. Bye guys!